What up, y'all? This is the real Big Boss Calvin 83. I'm gonna give my take. I am gonna go live, but I want people to come in, hit the like button. So probably the best time would probably be around the afternoon or in the evening. So definitely follow me on YouTube at the real Big Boss Calvin 83. And TikTok it's the same handle. And my backup TikTok is Big Boss Calvin 83. My Instagram is the real Big Boss Calvin 83. So I'm just my so Harris declines to preside over Netanyahu's address Congress to I don't know what the hell that is. I'm not reading that. I thought it was relevant to Harris seeks to rally Democrats after Biden drops out of the race. This is what we're going to talk about.
Joe Biden wanted to be here today.
Fair use and fair use.
He is feeling much better and recovering fast, and he looks forward to getting back on the road. And I wanted to say a few words about our president. Joe Biden's legacy of accomplishment over the past 3 years.
Let me say this. What legacy? The crime bill that he helped Clinton with, and he was very involved in being anti-black and racist and having these policies against black men. What is so? I didn't understand the whole Biden effect, and miss me with the lesser of the evils. Evil's evil. That's like me saying, which is the lesser of the evil? A child molester or a rapist? I forgot I shouldn't say that, but I forgot. That's just too real. But that's what you support. Y'all have all the smoke for Trump, and I'm not a Trump supporter, but I'm damn sure anti-democracy, and that's what the Democrats stand for. Even though the Republicans and the Democrats are one and the same. And these policies are not in the favor of FBA. Let's get that straight. Kamala Harris is an anti-black misandrist. It's funny how black women, not all, but a lot of y'all are putting her on a pedestal. I told you about the colorism. Black women, a lot of you black women practice colorism. And in denial about it. That's the worst part. And gaslight us. We see how y'all raise your children. We seen how your grandmother favored the light-skinned children over the brown-skinned and darker-skinned children. I grew up like that. It's always these women perpetuating colorism, but you can never hold them accountable. Just like and everything else, you can never hold black women accountable. When it comes to crime, when it comes to immorality, no, there's always giving you guys always give them a scapegoat. But when guys like me don't, I get dragged through the mud. I get all types of disrespect. I get called sassy, which I don't give a fuck if you think I'm sassy. I don't give a damn if you think, oh, you're weak. That makes you look feminine because you're checking a woman and you're standing up for yourself and you're cussing out and you put her in her place. Or now you're toxic masculinity. Because I don't take no disrespect, so I'm just a weak man. Or because we're having a disagreement. It's funny because when women are being argumentative, being standing up for themselves, y'all don't have a problem with that. When women can disagree with a man and there's an argument, y'all don't call her, oh, that's not ladylike. Oh, you're being masculine. No, you don't say that. Y'all actually give her a round of applause. When women talk crazy to a man, go toe-to-toe with a man. Y'all support that, but a man he can never defend himself. He can never stand up for himself. He can never check her disrespect. Look how y'all attack the plumber, the balloon popper plumber. That's the reason why y'all don't like Aaron Sloan. Yes, he has dirt on his hands, just like y'all got dirt on your hands. They know, but when it came to the brick bitch, the brick lady, where was all that smoke? Now y'all want to talk about fraud and all that stuff. I told you we got fake outrage. Wherever the wind blows. And when you look at how y'all have talk about Trump as a rapist, Trump as an abuser, and what do y'all call Joe Biden being a pedophile? What about his abuse of authority? What about him being abusive, being shady? Look how y'all defended Clinton. Y'all barely didn't want to speak about him being a womanizer and all that stuff, being a rapist. Let me tell you something about these politicians and them peoples in that particular status that y'all are. They all the same. She got dirt on her hands. She's a criminal, and she protects rapists. She just goes after black men. That's why y'all like her. And she's light-skinned and she's mixed. But she's not an FBA. She is East Indian. And y'all should know how these East Indians, especially when it comes to their colorism, you notice how the women don't say nothing. You notice how the women, the East Indian women, the darker skin East Indian women know to shut their damn mouth. You don't see them going on platforms that are not owned or controlled by them and screaming about colorism or why they can't get a man. You don't see no big-ass, fat, dark-skinned East Indian woman crying about colorism and got multiple kids from different men talking about, I deserve a high-value man. You don't see them say every time the East Indian man becomes successful, he gets with a white woman. If that does happen, they shut their damn mouth. They ask, what are we doing wrong? Unlike you women. And then you got these men, these simping forces. Oh, I've been cussing, I've been blocking you hoe ass niggas. You bitch made niggas all day. I've been having a field day with y'all. You want to talk about my masculinity. Y'all, you a bitch. I don't put no woman on no pedestal. I'd rather I will put myself on a pedestal and think I'm superior to her than the other way around. I don't worship no woman. I don't worship nobody. I'm not an ass kisser. I would check a woman who's disrespectful, just like I would check a man who's disrespectful. But when I check a man and call him out on his simping, y'all got a problem with that. And that's the worst type of dude, ladies, a simp. When will y'all learn? Y'all only like Kamala Harris because she feeds into the narrative that you was indoctrinated with. Oh, she's a career woman. She's married to a white T-man. But she don't got no family. And she's a cleanup woman. Last time I checked. But I'll check it. But to me, I don't have no motivation. Look at this. Look at this. Look how y'all worship these light-skinned women who are college educated, these mixed college, these mulatto college black women, these mixed college black women, college educated black women, these mixed career women, these lighter skinned black women, these high yellow heifers. Look how y'all put them on a pedestal. Y'all worse than the men. Y'all, to be honest with you, y'all worse when it comes to colorism. Every time you see a light-skinned woman who's well-to-do, y'all give her praise. And I don't understand that. But then when it comes to dating, here we go with the dick watching. Here we go with the dick policing. But it's okay for you to like light-skinned dudes. Look how y'all came down my throat because I went on that brother and y'all gave this broke homeless nigga. And I have empathy, and that's unfortunate if he fell in hard times and blase. But I was calling out the hypocrisy. Y'all listen to light-skinned heifer, sprinkle. But when dark-skinned brother drizzle, well, he can be, it's like if you don't see him, okay, but he might not be a dark-skinned brother. He's a brown-skinned brother, and he's closer to dark. When you had that brother Drizzle, look how y'all came for Drizzle. Shout out to you, Drizzle. That's what I'm talking about. Tell these brothers to get these heifers and get their money. Make sure they pay. Every time you see a light-skinned heifer, y'all Negroes, especially you women, put them on a pedestal. Look how y'all worship a man. Look how y'all support. But let me say this: if this lighter skinned sister was conservative, if she was anti-feminist, anti-divesting, power to the people, like Kathleen Cleaver, y'all will trash her. Y'all will bash her. Y'all will disrespect. Anytime you had a light-skinned sister be about the people, y'all say she ain't black enough. Y'all don't know what the fuck y'all want. I know what y'all want. Y'all want to move the goalposts when it's beneficial to you. You don't want to play fair. You don't want to be fair. You don't want to be balanced. You want to be one-sided. That's what it is. I had to get this off my chest. Biden dropping out the race. Trump getting almost assassinated, almost unalived. It was an inside goddamn job. And Amanda Seales, let me tell you this. I would not call that staged, baby. I know your heart, and you probably mean well, but your heart is on the wrong place. And I have a problem with your anti-black misandry, because this is what happens when you got broken women. Okay? This is what happens when you got broken heifers trying to organize the community. It's just so. I'm not saying broken men. Hey, you got a lot of hurt, broken ass men too. However, I'd rather have a brother who's broken because we know how to toughen up. Even if we've been what y'all could consider soft. But a woman who's broken and all that woke dumb shit, not conscious, not revolutionary. Because I don't, these liberal heifers get on my nerves. And guess what? I don't like Candace Owens either. I don't like none of you Bedouin Sheffers. From your Ebony K. Williams, I can't stand none of you hyenas. You are one and the same. You regardless if you lean to the left or lean to the right, you are a hyena. You a heifer. If you carry yourself in that way, and if you a simp or you being a whole ass nigga, a bitch made nigga, I don't like you either. If you don't move to the standards of traditional manhood and woman, I don't respect you. If you don't follow the 10 Commandments, I don't fuck with you. I'm not a religious person. You could probably consider me more agnostic. There's a time and place for everything. And that's what you need to understand. You celebrating and wanting her to win because she's a lighter skinned black woman, she ain't gonna do nothing for y'all. What are the tangibles? But I'm gonna let this clip play.
Our president, Joe Biden, wanted to be here today. He is feeling much better and recovering fast, and he looks forward to getting back on the road. And I wanted to say a few words about our president. Joe Biden's legacy of accomplishment over the past 3 years is unmatched in modern history. In one term, he has already, yes, you may clap. In one term, he has already surpassed the legacy of most presidents who have served 2 terms in office. And I first came to know President Biden through his son, Beau. We worked together as attorneys general in our states, and back then, Beau would often tell me stories about his dad. He would talk about the kind of father and the kind of man that Joe Biden is. The qualities that Beau revered in his father are the same qualities that I have seen every day in our president. His honesty, his integrity, his commitment to his faith and his family, his big heart, and his love, deep love of our country. And I am firsthand witness that every day our President Joe Biden fights for the American people, and we are deeply, deeply grateful for his service to our nation. And so with that, on behalf of our president and Dr. Biden, I am honored to welcome all of you to the White House to celebrate the achievements of these great athletes.
Okay. Let me hold on. Now, I want y'all to look at this. Now, you tell me, This was an inside job. They always get the most undesirable, sociopathic, basically sociopath, broken person who hates their life, who probably dealt with some bullshit trauma and unresolved issues that they surprisingly refuse to get help for, but was always an outcast. But here's the thing: I don't want people to think because people are outcasts or they had problems with relationships with the opposite sex, they were lonely, they were always in social isolation, and a lot of times it's not their fault. It's just the way society is, and what people don't understand. I'm not justifying the young male. I said the young white male who try to unalive the Donald Trump, 45. Let's be real. You and that one thing y'all can try to demonize black men, young and old and in between. You ain't gonna see no brother go on the rooftop. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but it's very rare. Will go out their way to unalive a politician when we know the system is fucked up across the damn board and was designed to be that way for us. I wish we had that fire to band together and stop being a working class slave. That's all of us, and stop allowing us to be taken to be financially great out the ass without no Vaseline. I wish we would come together for that. And how everything's a police state. It's across the board, but black folks are always the guinea pigs of what they try to do. With these new laws and taking away your freedoms and rights away, black people never had rights. But now, when it comes to these elites and Project 2025, the immigrants, illegal immigrants, it's all about the replacements. And then you got the broken homes of families and the divided of the lack of resources, and broken homes create poverty and no generational wealth. Over here, that ketchup packet looks suspect. And he said something about ketchup. I saw the raw footage. I thought about playing it, but I decided not to. Especially if I want to post this as a TikTok. Even if I was going to go YouTube Live. But that ketchup pack, I think there might be, there was probably a little bit more of an inside job with the ketchup, but I can't tell. I mean, but to me, this is an inside job. Them trying to assassinate, and because Trump does piss people off. He pissed off a lot of higher ups, so that's why I would say it was an inside job. I wouldn't call it staged. And I know a lot of you black female public figures, black female celebrities, especially the ones who are feminist minded, like Amanda Seales, especially you misandrous, you pro-black, anti-black misandry heifers. I don't understand how you can be pro-black but you hate black men. Because y'all have made poor choices in the dudes that you choose to mate with. Y'all overlook the decent brothers, the regular guy that's more than likely is going to treat you right. I don't get it. And I don't get it. But to me, some of y'all who was okay with this, I'm like, if you're going to be okay with this says a lot about y'all. I'm like at the point. So what if this was Biden? How would y'all feel if Uncle Joe was going to be assassinated? Do you think, Joe Biden would have the toughness to get back up and be savvy? like Trump was? Even though this man is a privileged guy, I told you a lot of them rich folks are tough. I don't know why y'all think that people got to come from a lot of the people who come from the hood, especially nowadays, are cowards. Too much feminism and misandry energy out there. Too much of a gurnocracy. Okay? But to me, this all this stuff is a distraction. All this dividing, I don't understand how black people always find a way to get divided. There's a divide across the board, but when it comes to black people, why are you caping for Trump? Why are you caping for Biden? They ain't looking out for you. I don't understand how some of the black people think if they join the Republican Party that it's going to bring their families back together. It's going to bring us together as a people. I don't know why black people think if they vote Democrat that you're going to prevent, like you're going to stop white supremacy, and that's going to get you free. It don't make no sense to me. What really works, what you don't want to try, is about having pride, having black pride, and actually learning about who you are. Actually stop worshiping these white tea people and these non-black people and stop putting them on the pedestal and stop the self-hatred. Stop thinking that these people can't do no wrong and these people love you and you think these people that dance with you, play basketball or join you or you hang out with you, have fun with you, go to the movies, go to the games with you, do sports with you, events, and have relations with you, have kids by you, that they give a damn about the black experience. They don't. Not all, but come on, I gotta be real. I gotta be honest. Don't let this. We got a political war between the black Republicans and the black Democrats, and then the black independents. Then we got a gender war. We got a light skin, dark skin war. What is going on with us? Then we got the elitist attitude. Why do black folks, and then we get, well, you're not FBA. You're not ADOS. You're foreign. Why do we have all these divisions? You can't, no group of people, you don't see Chinese, Koreans, and Japanese, even the Philippines and Taiwanese, y'all don't see them have these type of wars. I'm not saying that there's no infighting, but it's not this ridiculous. For some reason, they can get on code. Why is it that so hard for black folks? When you look at these other groups, when it comes to Caucasians, French, German, the British, Americans, of Anglo-Saxon, and even the Italians, they know how to get on code, on one accord. But black folks don't want to do that. Why is that? Y'all tell me why that is. Look how much hatred I get. Oh, don't you hold us accountable and call out our degeneracy on a white man's platform. I said, motherfucker, please, y'all, why don't you tell these black heifers to stop doing that? You had somebody like Cynthia G. told y'all abort unborn black male babies. Where is that energy? You had Ebony K. Williams recently telling black women that they should go to the sperm banks and become single mothers on purpose. It's bad enough that these women will purposely get knocked up. It's bad enough these women will share the same man, then bash the other 60% of men who are single and childless. You have over 55, I would argue you have more than 55% of black men who are single and childless, even though they say 54% of black men are single and childless. And I'm in that category. I'm in that percentage. But it's my fault. Most black men are married compared to black women. So that's our fault too. So black men is always Jermaine's fault. But we can't talk about how we've been silenced. Y'all think we defend? We defend Pookie. When I talk about black men, do you think I'm supporting Pookie and Ray? Look how the black sisterhood is All y'all think the same. Most of y'all have the same mindset. Don't matter if you come from the hood. It don't matter if you come from the middle class, the upper middle class, rich. Look how. Hold on now. We gotta stop it. Look at this heifer. Came from a wealthy family. And that toxic music, that toxic, degenerate music, she got influenced by it anyway. Came from a two-parent home. What I told y'all. Your modern American BW is the same. One of the same. And I'm not saying the ones who, look, there's ones I know who are not like that. But I got to be real. Okay? We're not going to do this, well, we're not going to do this anecdotal shit. Look how a lot of these women who do speak out get slammed by the fake-ass sister. If you're not talking about feminism, you're not being an anti-black misandrist, you're not being a ghetto-gagging Negro bedwench, you're not a liberal. You got Candace Owens, women like Candace Owens, who are one and the same. Don't get it twisted. If you're not bashing black men or doing the trauma bonding, you got to call black men all the negatives and all the stuff. These women are doing all types of violent shit to their children, violent shit to each other, and they have no fear in getting in a man's face, putting hands on him, and talking crazy, and actually doing harm to a man, and using proxy violence. Essaying a man, raping a man. They just have slightly different tactics and approach to the bullshit. And nobody wants to listen to us because we're the bad guys. This female, I'm not saying Romeo would have been a better. Shout out to Romeo. He dodged the bullet. And he has every right to be disappointed in his father. I don't give a damn what y'all say. His father did him dirt. His Master B ain't shit to me. Master B ain't shit. He a terrible father doing it for what way he moved out there. He needs to be called out. Okay? But we're not going to get into that. This woman, I'm pretty sure, she extra average to me. Especially now. She in a D way below, extra below average. Her value went down when she got with Pookie and Rere. Y'all love them Pookies and Reres. And I feel for the children. This is the same heifer that encouraged her child to fill up on her, grabbing her on that stuff, and then God forbid if you don't address that, because to me it was more encouraged than the child doing it by accident. The son husband, and this is the grooming that women do, not because she got a son husband, a future son husband. Let him do that elsewhere. Let him do that elsewhere. That can ruin his life. It's just expulsion, street justice, proxy violence, beat up, being fired from or being kicked out of organizations, and then the cuffs, then the law, then getting in legal trouble with that shit. But that shit is a concern. But if he's in the workplace working with women, oh my goodness, he ain't gonna make it. He ruined for life, and that's gonna lead to a whole shitload of problems. This female lost her mind. Shoot. I looked at Wiki Feet. She got to do a better job with her feet. This is just too much. When I look at this, the whole thing was going on with black folks. Same shit, different day. Y'all, when it came to Juneteenth, y'all were about power to people for one day, and you went back to cooning. When it came to Black History Month of February, we're down for the cause, and then all of a sudden y'all start being warned with each other and practicing your self-hatred and your anti-blackness. This is why nobody fucks with me. This is why a lot of people despise me. This is why they can't hit the Cash App. This is why they can't hit my PayPal. Because I'm too real for y'all. This is why some of y'all don't want me on social media. You know, I got freedom of speech just like you do. Which they have taken away a long time ago. And black people never have freedom of speech, especially black men. They don't ever want to hear an intelligent black man speak. They don't want, especially if he's aware of what's going on. This woman did that for attention because she is she part of Boule. She's a Boule heifer. Come on. That's why she did what she did. Another form of distraction. And black people, the way they do all this tea-sipping gossip on social media, all this other degenerate bullshit, getting money, 50-50 bullshit, light skin versus dark skin, the gender war, who hurt me, the men are this and the men are no good, the women are all women are trash, and I'm so red pill. And y'all want to talk about dating all day. Female nature, women are bad, all women are 304s, all this other bullshit. Y'all be talking. Women be talking about how the men all the men are just doing this and trash, and they're getting unalived every 4 or 5 hours. Even though I would argue that Jew heifers are getting men unalived every goddamn 20 minutes, every 15 to 20 minutes, starting shit with a man you don't know. Y'all see me have my candid videos of these women acting a fool. To me, we gotta do better, people. And guess what? I'm going to speak on the whole Rachel Lindsay with her Brad taking her to the cleaners. When are y'all going to start making videos about that? How she got to pay this man almost $20,000 a month in spousal support. But let that have been a black man, y'all would have jumped on and say he don't deserve a goddamn dime. Oh, but when it comes to the white T-man, you don't have a problem with that. When the white T-man beats on black women and do harm to them, and unalive them in DV, y'all don't ever want to make content about that. That's why I don't take nobody seriously. Where are you at on these issues, Dr. Umar Johnson? You love to bash black men all day, even though you're a 2-time baby mother. You got two baby mamas. Are you in your children's life, Dr. Umar Johnson? Since you always want to criticize the man, because based on your logic, your baby mama's got to be masculine. She got to raise these kids by themselves while you just run your mouth on social media pandering to women all day. But y'all don't want to call him out because he's telling women what makes them feel good. That's the problem. And then when I talked about how y'all got to stop supporting these female content creators who bash women to make you guys feel happy. Like it's Tay baby, just pearly things. Danica Marie, Crimson Cure, I'm Courtney Michelle. Y'all support these heifers. And DD that like to talk shit about black women all day. Pander to the men all day. Chantel Simone, none of them. They like to pander to these men and she would never give you guys the time of day. And she saw you in person. She would never let you have access to her body. She would never want to have a conversation with you. She wants the same type of high-value man, but you guys are calling her gold digger, and then y'all say, I got to pay for everything. Well, if she looks a certain way, you guys are crazy. You guys are nuts. I called out your favorite female content creator who's not a men's advocate, who's a fraud, who are frauds, and I asked them what they're doing to make women better. Look how y'all came for me. Now all of a sudden that you have a Turkish woman who called out the Western American women. Y'all said she was calling out black women. Look how y'all worshiping the cave hoe. I don't care if she's married to a black man. That don't mean shit to me. You know what I'm saying? We got to do better, people, because okay, she's talking about the same dating topics that we all been talking about. How are our relationships better? How are our politics better? How are we doing as a people better? How are we improving by having these conversations? It seems like it's getting nowhere. It seems like it's going nowhere. I want y'all to wake up. We're not getting any better by having these conversations and being on these platforms. All it has created more of a deeper divide Maybe we needed, maybe the fact that I'm speaking the facts and truth, people like me are speaking the facts and truth, it actually exposing that how we are so broken and don't want to get no damn better.